Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Beth and I am so glad that you're here. We're going to be doing a haul video today. I finally got my order in from Temu that I was expecting over a week ago. And I'll tell you about that as we get to it. I also have a bag that I got from the Dollar General. Nope. The Dollar Tree that I want to show you. And then I meant to show you this on my last video, but I got a couple of things from a place called Lucille's here in Clarksville. And it's some IOD, which is Iron Orchid Design. And I want to show you what I got there. But I wanted to come on and say hello and welcome. And now I'm going to flip it around and we're going to get started. I think. Okay. I think we're ready to go. No, I did not clean all this off. But I will right now. I'll get it all sort of out of the way. Normally I try to do that before I even come on, and I just didn't today. Alrighty. So we're going to start with what I got from the Dollar Tree. Because I was real happy because I went to another Dollar Tree, not the one that I normally go to. And the one I normally go to, they do not have these pieces of wood there. And it's just craft wood. And I don't know how long they are. Let me see if I can find my measuring tape. And they're 15.5 inches by 2 inches. And I'm going to say probably 1/4 of an inch. I don't know. Let me see. Yep, right at 1/4 of an inch thick. And you could cut these in half, which is what I'm going to do, and it will give me 6. And I'm going to build a little shelf box with these. And then also again, they did not have these just wooden blocks at my other Dollar General store. Did I say thrift store? If I did, I must have that on my mind. But no, it was the Dollar Tree store. And these are great. It's 7.5 by 5.5. And I'm going to say they're 1/2 inch. No, they're over 1/2. They're 3/4 of an inch in width. And I got 4 of those. And all this is $1.25. If I don't tell you differently, then it's $1.25. And then also these 5 by 7. But look at their wood. I don't care what the back looks like, but I think that looks like it's more than $1 because they are wood, and I like the beading. And yes, that's a little wonky right there, but you can fix that. And by fixing it, you just put something on top of it so you don't see the wonkiness in the corners. That's pretty easy. So I got 4 of those. And then I got these, because I've never seen this design, and it was $1.25. I just liked that design. I don't know what I'm going to do with them yet. I don't know. That'd be a cute little... Oh, these are... Oh, wow. That would be easy peasy right there. I make just a little shelf. Oh, that would be so cute too. Just take one of these, split it in half, put it on the side. But I got these because I'd never seen that design before. And then I got these because this is my favorite emery board. This is what I use, you can tell. And I'm going to throw these away because they're about dilapidated. And boop, there they go. Boop. I didn't throw them away until I knew I could, and so I got 4, and they're going right in here. And then they had these snowmen, wooden. And I thought, well, that's just, you know, that's a staple for crafters around Christmas time. So I got those. And these were $1.25 too. And I needed some more small, and I think I've got some more small ones tucked in my boxes of wood stuff, but it was worth me buying some more for $1.25 than to have to go through all that wood stuff. It's not like I'm not going to use them. So I'm just sticking them right in here. So I have them ready when I need them. And then remember the other day when I said I needed a little spray bottle for my alcohol and not that big mister. And I remembered that when I was in the Dollar Tree. And so I'm going to put some alcohol on here. And I'm going to use it when I do my alcohol inks or when I need to spray the resin down. Where the mister is great for larger items, but it puts out way too much alcohol for smaller stuff. And so I got these. And I'm going to keep one out, and I will put one in here so I know where it's at. And I'll put that right there so I can fill that up. And then I also got the little trees for $1.25, and there's 8 of them in there. And now I actually had this. It was really old, and it was up in the pantry, and she was cleaning out the pantry that she uses. We keep her food separate because she eats different type of food than me and Dan, and it's old. And I said, oh, don't throw rice away. Don't ever throw rice away. Because, oh, here's another one. I must have bought 5 of them. Is that it? Yep, that is it. Okay. Because rice, and I'll show you. Let me get a little thing. If I can find the little thing. And see, I thought I had rice down here, and I looked all over the place. I couldn't find rice anywhere. I used sand because I couldn't find my rice. See, I had sand. And sand will work, but it doesn't have a general purpose use. So with rice, and it doesn't matter if it's brown, it doesn't matter if it's white, it does not matter. I'm going to put that in there. Okay. I'm going to open up another one. This must be long grain rice. I have to look at the package now. We don't eat rice anymore either. We eat cauliflower rice. But I cheated today. Oh, yes, indeedy I did. I had checker rally french fries. Not a whole bunch of them. I think probably about 9 of them. Yeah, it is long grain. And a couple of chicken nuggets that are okay for us to eat. And then one onion ring, but I couldn't eat any more because it had jalapeno seasoning, and boy, my mouth was on fire. that wasn't the cheat. I had a salad and I did really good, and the salad tasted really good. I had a chocolate chip chocolate muffin with a glass of Ovaltine coconut milk, and oh my word, I love Ovaltine. I love Ovaltine malt. I know I probably shouldn't because of the carbs, but it's loaded with vitamins, and sometimes I just crave it. And I love coconut milk, unsweetened silk coconut milk. I can drink it. I can eat. I eat Catalina Crunch cereal with that coconut milk, and I feel like I'm eating real cereal. I found this new creamer today, Shobana, sugar-free, and it's got allulose in it. Oh, I was so happy I could have my coffee creamer again. But I did cheat with that chocolate chip muffin. Oh, but it was so good. Oh, it was just so good. Okay, I don't know how I got started, though. Doesn't take much, though. Here you go. Yeah, you have this rice, okay? And say you wanna paint something. I'm over here looking for something. And of course, this is not gonna be easy to get out. I'm having to grab a pair of scissors, y'all. Cut this open with. And these scissors are dull. Oh, goodness. Goodness. Okay. So you want to paint something. And you don't want to have to hold it. You just stick it right in there and you paint what you need to paint. And let it dry in there. And then when it dries, you flip it over and you paint that side. Same thing with this. You put it right there, you can pretty much paint all of it. Or if you just wanted to paint one side, you can do it that way. Let it dry. You can't do that on the table because when you're trying to paint, it goes blah, 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 and it goes, this holds it. Where when you're trying to paint, it's going to be fine. And you can go that way and it's fine. It's a thing to hold, and say you wanted to paint a jar. It's got something in it. Say you wanted to paint a jar. Well, see, or you wanted a decoupage, or you want it holds the piece. Rice. You can get a bag of rice at a grocery store for 89 cents. I know because I bought 2 bags before I realized I actually had it in her pantry. 89 cents. That is a very cheap tool, but they're wonderful to have. They are also wonderful for this purpose right here. And I'm going to do it because I don't know how much resin this is going to hold. And we will probably be pouring this. It's new mold. I showed it when I got it, but we didn't pour it. And I don't know how much. So I'm going to fill the mold up with this. I'm going to fill the mold up with the rice. Now, granted, it is a solid and not a liquid, but it gives me a really, and it doesn't get it wet. See, that's the key. When you put water in these molds, you got to make sure they are good and dry before you put resin in there. But you don't have to worry about it with the rice. Okay, that is pretty full right there. That is pretty full rice. Let me get that out of the way. So what I do is I find a cup, or let's see, do these have measurements on it? Well, this one does, if I can get it. Let me move some of this stuff out of the way. That will help. And I'm putting it over here where the rest of my wood stuff is. And the pile is getting bigger and bigger. So I need to start using some of this stuff. Okay, now we're going to empty it. It was easier to empty it than it was to put it in there. And I am going to turn this inside out, just like this, to make sure, and I'm going to just beat it. That's all I'm going to do. I'm going to beat it to make sure there is no rice and there is nothing in there. And I will take a wipey at the bottom. But as you can see, okay. And then all I have to do is make sure it's level. And it's not quite 150 mLs. Or it's not quite, it's like 5 ounces. And so I know about how much resin to mix up to pour that mold. That's easy peasy. And then you pour it back in there and you put it, I put a plastic bag. Let me go get one. I don't know if I've got a big enough one down here. I don't think those are big enough. I don't think, but I need a gallon, and I don't have a gallon size. I could probably dump this back in. Oh no. That didn't work. I need a gallon bag. Well, I have a 2-gallon bag, but that's too big. But for the sake of time, that's what we're going to do. I'm going to just stick it right in there. I'm going to leave it in the pan because I like the pan. Okay. And I'm going to put it right back over here. And with this right here, I'm going to do this. That's why I love this mat. Okay. It is cold here, y'all. I don't know where you are, but I woke up I turned the heat on last night. I know, I said I was not going to turn the heat on. But when I heard the newsman say that it was supposed to get down to 34 degrees, I said, what did he say? Dan said, I don't think I heard him right. I said, well, if you heard 34 degrees, you heard him right, because that's what I heard. I said, I cannot believe it's already going to be in the 30s here. I said, we went from summer to winter. And yes, 34 degrees to me is winter. Fall is 60 and 70, breezy and nice. That's what fall is. No, we don't have that. We go from 80 degrees to 50 degrees with the lows of 30. So I turned the heat on. And I got up this morning at 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock. And I was going to go outside to let Buster out. Dan had already let him out at 5:30. I about froze. I looked at my phone. It was 36 degrees at 7 o'clock this morning. It was still 36 degrees at 9 o'clock this morning. Me and Ashley went to Kroger's at 3, and it was 57. I don't know what happened. I've got a whole bunch of stuff. I need spray paint. I just bought 10 bottles of different color spray paint. I'm afraid now I waited too long. I'm not going to be able to spray paint. I don't spray paint unless it's at least 73 degrees because it does not dry right. Not with the humidity here. Okay. Now let me explain something to you about this Temu order. This Temu order, I ordered 7 weeks ago. And I got a notification from Temu saying it's out for delivery. I think I told you about this on my last video on October the 21st. It was out for delivery. And I got it early that morning. And I kept putting my video off, thinking, well, I'll wait until it never came. Well, it never came the next day. It wasn't here yesterday. I tried to contact SpeedX, and I couldn't get a real person. I even went to what they consider a live chat, and it was nothing but a bot. I mean, I put in what my concern was, and that they would say, oh, I am so sorry, and I can understand your frustration, but we have no one here to talk to you. And I thought, okay, so I went to Temu, and I said, there's no reason why this should show out for delivery. This is it was the 4th day, the 21st, 22nd, 23rd. It was the 3rd day. It was yesterday afternoon. I said, it's been showing out for delivery. It has not updated. It has not changed since the 21st. I said, I need you to find out what's going on because SpeedX has no way, no customer service support whatsoever, and no way to contact them. And Temu has great customer service. I have to put that out there. Temu has exceptional customer service. And they understood my concern. And they didn't have any explanation why it sat there that long showing out for delivery for that many days either. They gave me a $20 credit for the frustration of it all. And they contacted me this morning and said that an investigation had, started, and they have contacted SpeedX. And I think only because Temu contacted SpeedX, they finally updated their thing, I want to say about 11 to 12 o'clock today. I went back to it, and it had updated within about 10 minutes, and it was showing the 24th out for delivery. They finally delivered it. It was a personal car by a man coming up to my porch delivering it. It was a personal car. Now, SpeedX is a personal courier where only one person, then Temu, and Temu did ask me, said, do you want us to put a note in your account not to use SpeedX anymore? I said, I do. I don't want to use SpeedX anymore. If I can't get a hold of a courier to find out or to track, I don't want to have anything to do with them. And so they said okay, and hopefully I won't have to, because that is just ridiculous. It waited at customs for over a week for somebody to pick it up. So it took them a week to pick it up from customs. And then I don't know how long they had it. Almost 2 weeks. So I'm hoping everything's here, but we'll find out together. This is the one that it does have some molds in it, but it's got a lot of stickers in it too. So we're going to open this. Oh, poo, I just realized I forgot a candle. I wanted to show you that house with the smoke coming out of the roof because it is so cute. Okay, first thing. Oh, these are cute, and they're a whole lot cheaper than Amazon. Now, the ones that I put on my wish list on Amazon, I could not find on Temu. So, but now, these Amazon has too, and they're, I think on Amazon, they're $11.99. And that's what made me look for them on Temu. And you know something about these. Now, I may just be downright stupid, and I'll admit it if I am. I didn't like these because they're glossy. And then I thought, you know what? I even put it on here, and I thought, I don't like the way that it looks when you use it. And then last night I was sorting through my stickers and getting them out of a big box and putting them in the photo albums so I could see them. And I'm upstairs, and when I'm upstairs just fiddling around while I'm watching TV, I tend to be a little bit more curious and a little bit more patient with items, okay? And so I thought, well, okay. See, they're sticky. I know they're sticky. But then I did this. Now, I can tell you right now, I don't like this one because it's got every little dot. Oh, that's going to be a pain in the patootie. But, as you can see, that comes off. That heavy-duty plastic comes off of there. Now, that is going to be a pain in the butt, though, right there. I wish this would stick on there a whole lot better, so you could get the top off, and then, and I'm going to try it, but normally it comes off. Let me try something. Nope, it will not stick. But, okay, but it's sticky. It's sticky, so you can put it down what you want to stick it on and then pull that off. Okay, that will work. Just note. And maybe, you know, you're a lot smarter than I am. Because I thought, you know, it doesn't come off real easy. And I thought, I just don't like the way it looks too, you know. It doesn't. This top coat comes off right along with the backing comes off. It's two pieces. It comes off. And these are really cute. I probably will paint. I don't like the blue, okay? The letters are okay. I don't like the blue hats. But these were only $3 and something on Temu. Same exact thing on Amazon. But you have to wait. Sometimes for a very long time. Okay. Well, I got a bunch of stickers. Let's see what these are. Oh, okay. I'm happy, happy, happy. These are bigger than I thought. Oh, and I am so glad they are. Look at that. Oh, I like these. Oh, I wish I'd gotten more. Yep, yep. Okay, I really do like these. And again, these were 3 something. I hope the other ones are silver. Some of the stuff I ordered, and yes, I've got more orders coming in. Some of it I couldn't get silver. They didn't have silver. Nope. I got 2 of these, but both in gold. That must mean that they were not available in silver. And it's the same thing. Okay. These are... got a lot of stickers. I like these too. I went through all my stickers, everything, to see what I have. I love these. Race and sweet tea and Jesus. I run on coffee and Jesus. Pray on it, pray over it, pray through it. I will not be shaken. I'm only talking to Jesus today. Jesus, coffee, and pray. I just love this. Okay, I really like this. I can go from Southern Belle to Ghetto Thug faster than you can say, bless your heart. Yes, I can, y'all. I most definitely can. Yeah, yeah. Let's see. Raising beautiful, strong, powerful humans. Yeah. With Jesus in her heart and coffee in her hand, she is unstoppable. Serve one another in love. The struggle is real, but so is Jesus. You can do all things through Christ except... What? What does that mean? You can do all things through Christ. But then it's got except... Play with me? Okay. You can just cut that off. You can do all things through Christ. I don't know what that is. That's the only one, though, that I've seen that's been weird. God did not create you to blend in. Well, I have never had that problem. Sometimes I feel like I'm invisible, though. I can be standing in front of people who should know I'm standing right there. And it's like they don't see me at all. Faith does not make things easy. It makes them possible. That's the only one that I see. I don't get that. Okay. But I really like those. Except for that one, I just don't get it. Okay, let's see what the next one is. Oh, these are the little Christmas mouse angels. Oh, these would be so cute. So cute. So cute with the, those little things I was doing the alcohol inks on. The little ceramic tiles. And do an alcohol ink background. And then put these on here. Oh, those are so adorable. Oh, those are so cute. Those would make such cute magnets. Oh, what did I do with those? I don't have any of these Christmas colors, though. Let me just see if they're big enough. Not for that one. But for these should be big enough for that. I don't know. Let's see. Those are way too small for that, but I could put that in a little word or something on there. I just think they're adorable. I'm gonna have to figure out something. I could put that in there, put snow and paint that around and leave that clear with one of those right there, and like a and put snow on the inside. Oh, that would be a good idea. That would be a good idea. Oh, and let me tell you something right now while I'm thinking about this. This is a tip, y'all. You see the indentions of this right here? You see where it indents? I used to always take these out. You don't have to. Those little things are made to hold that top, right where it indents. So, and then you can push it down when you're done. But it will hold. Just pull it up, and it will hold it and let you paint and everything else. And when you're finished, push it down. So you're not scraping around, because I've scraped the inside and everything else when I was trying to do the glue and the glitter. And what you do with that, with the glue and glitter, you take it out, but before you spread it around, you stick that back in, and you do the little indent thing right there, and you spread it around that way, and then you just pop it down. Uh-oh, that's on the inside. Make sure this is, and then you just pop it down. That way you're not scraping anything. Yeah, okay. Those were adorable. I'm going to have to come out of the sweater now. Whoo-wee! I've got a long sleeve shirt on plus a hoodie. And I'm taking my hoodie off. Woo! Okay. Now I feel better. Oh! These are... Oh, I sounded like some kind of drunk mule there. Sometimes I even surprise myself. I saw the glimpse, and I love gnomes. Okay, these are so cute. And yes, they're springy, but you know, who cares? These are little garden gnomes, is what they are. Oh, they are so cute. Oh, my word. Oh, yeah, those are adorable. I need to go back to Temu and look. And then, oh, these are cute. These look vintage to me. I'm looking, where are you? Look at those. Oh, they are so cute. Oh, that is precious right there. Oh, they're all adorable. This reminds me of the vintage. Look at that. That just looks like the vintage Santa and reindeers. Oh, I'm going to have to get more of those. Okay, let's just try my theory here. I just want to see. No, well, yeah, let's just do it now. I am taking it and wiping it off with alcohol to clean it off really good. Okay. And I am going to go back and get my rice. But thankfully, because it's in such a big bag, I don't think I have to take it out of the bag. I think I can just place it right there. Okay. And we're going to just take one that I don't really care anything about, just in case it doesn't work the way that I'm hoping. Not that I don't think they're all cute, but let's go with this one. I wonder if I could do... Think I could do that without it sticking? No. Okay, I'll try that another time. Okay. Let me just do it this way. Okay. It does work. Yeah, I'm putting alcohol to clean it off. Look at that. That's the perfect size. And then you paint all the way around it. You put UV resin over the top of it. You paint around it. You put a little trim right there. Then you fill it up with snow. Oh my word. What a simple, simple way to do an ornament. That would be so, so cute. What I want to do was roll it up, stick it down there, and somehow get it stuck on the inside back here. And then you paint it, and you don't have to seal it that way. But that's okay. You can seal it too. You wouldn't have to use UV resin. You could use a spray sealer. But I think it would look better with UV resin, because it's a thick sticker. Okay. Just to give you an example of how to use what I'm showing you. These are cute. And we got to try that out too in the process. And heck, I didn't even take it out of the bag. So maybe the big bag is a good thing. I don't have to take it out of the bag. When I'm done, I can just put it up. That is so cool. Okay, I think these are all the stickers, so I'm going to put these up right there. So I cannot lose those. Okay. Then we have molds. Oh, look at that. You know we're going to be pouring these molds, right? I've got 2 molds over there I want to pour. Look at that detail. It's like steampunk. It almost looks like a railroad. I don't know. But I love that. And you could piece it together. Ah, this is... Okay. I do not remember. And it does not say on the package. Oh, this is the Holy Family. Oh, cool. Okay. Let me set that over here. Oh, wow. This is a whole lot smaller than I thought it was going to be. I say that a lot, don't I? But this is the Hobbit book planter. And I think the Hobbit is going to come out backwards. The word Hobbit, I believe it's going to come out backwards. And if it does, I will be sending this back. I'm almost positive that's going to come out backwards. So we'll be pouring this also with mixed mold. Okay, and is that it? Oh, these are little bitty turtles. Oh, we're most definitely going to be pouring these. Oh, yes, indeedy. Some we're going to be pouring with mixed mold, and some of them we're going to be pouring with the Alumilite Amazing Casting Resin that cures in 10 minutes. But we're not done yet. I told you about going to Lucille's. It's a big vendor place where there's hundreds of different vendors that sell all sorts of stuff. There's only one reseller for IODs in this area that I know of, and she has a booth there. And it's not the first time I've been there. But this is a older mold. This is not from this year. This is from last year. And in some places, this sells for like $50. Thankfully, she was still at $26, which originally when they come out, they're like $32. I do have a pumpkin mold, but it does not have the same type of pumpkin, and it does not have all the other stuff on it. I wanted this because I like the pumpkin, but I also like all the other stuff that comes with it. And this is something that this is a mold that you can use all year long. Now, I throw away this part. I always keep this part. These leaves you can use all year long. All of this. But this right here, this arch thing, and that can be used in so many different things. And I don't know if you can see it, but this pumpkin actually has the little bumps like real pumpkins have. And I just thought it was a really, really, really cool piece. So I got that. That is not what I went in there looking for, though. They did not have what I went in there looking for. But then I saw these letters. The letters that I wanted on Temu before I ordered them, and they were in my cart, and it's my fault. I didn't order them fast enough. They reminded me of Harry Potter or dragon type letters. Well, they sold out before. I don't think they'll ever come back. And I was really disappointed. And even on Temu, they were $12 for that mold. But they had this mold, and I really like the lettering. The only thing is it's all small letters. There's no capital letters. So I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do about that yet, but I did go ahead and get that, and we are going to pour these. And this is something it would be good to have. Just you pour it a couple of times so you have all the letters, and you just keep them in like a little jar. So that's not something you have to do at the, very last minute. And then I wasn't planning on, I was going to go in there and buy some Christmas stamps. That's what I went in there for. And the more I looked at it, it was like, you know what, you use Christmas stamps for just a few times. And then I thought, I just can't justify paying that for Christmas stamps. I didn't have a problem paying $24 for this stamp, because there's so many different things that you can do with this stamp. That's just quite lovely. You can use it on big furniture. You could use it on smaller things. You could, and I don't even know what the name of this is. It should have the name on it somewhere. Oh, Shade and Song is the name of the stamps. And this is the mask. They give you a mask. And when I say a mask, this is where you can keep it over something, where if you want to overlap and not bother what you've already got. And they do tell you when you first get it that you take a very light sanding block. Let me see if I've got a sanding block with a very thin. I could probably use, no, it'd be easier to do this. Let me just, and I'll show you. In case you ever get one of these, I'm going to go with a really light sand. What is this? What's the number? That's a 24. That's a 180. I think the 24 is probably the... It's 240. This is 240. Now this is 320. Let me try the 320. That is the latest that I've got that came with this. And it does not feel coarse. And this is to get it ready to accept. So you go this way across. One direction this way. Okay, and then you go in the opposite direction. You're not sanding back and forth. You're just going over it. Uh-oh. Okay. And then they say just to take a brush and brush off. And then it should be ready to go. That doesn't look like, okay. And then this right here is good to keep because you not only protect your stamps this way, but you can use this to put your stamp on to stamp it if you don't have a stamp pad. So that's ready to go when I'm ready to use it. And I do keep these packages until they start tearing on me, and they will eventually start tearing on you. But I keep them to keep these in. And this is only my second stamp with IOD. I've got the pine tree stamp, and now I've got this one. And I tend to go for more nature stuff than a specific one that you can only use for a certain amount of time when it comes to stamps. Now, molds is a different thing. But stamps, and I have so many stamps, y'all. Okay, now this is the first time I've ever bought one of these. Let me get that mold back in it. Right, okay. This is the first time I've ever bought one of these, and it is Christmas. And these are not cheap. $24.95. And I debated. Oh, I did debate. It was like $24.95. Good gracious, Beth. But, you know, I've seen so many wonderful things made with these things. And I thought, Beth, you know, you're judging it and you've never, ever even bought one. And so I thought, you're right. You're right. I am judging it, and I have never bought one. So I thought I'd buy one so you can judge. No, you can judge along with me. And I will tell you, honestly, you know I will, if I think it's worth it or not. And exactly what I do think of it. And why I would not have thought that they're covered with plastic like this. Now, it comes with, I'm assuming, a thing. And these are transfers. These are not like, I think these are like rub-on transfers, right? I'm not a big fan of that one. So you get 1, 2, so far 2 pages. 3 pages. The color is more muted than I expected too. 3, 4 pages. It may pop when you get it on the piece though. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's a 4th page. 5 pages. 6 pages. 7 pages. Okay, there's 8 pages. So let's count how many transfers you get for $25. You get 8 pages. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, I'm going to count that as 1, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42. 42 transfers. So at $1 a piece, that would be 42. At 50 cents a piece, it would be 21. So actually, no, the price is not bad. It really isn't when you start looking at it that way. And if you're going to use every one of them in here, that's something else you have to look at. They have other ones besides this. Now, she did not. I probably would have gone with something else if she had up. But I went with the one she had there. And we'll just try it on something. And we will see. Probably not on this video. I'm at an hour already, and I could just cut it off at a haul video. Part of me says I need to, and then just do a I always do something, though. I always pour something. So, we're going to pour these two. And we're going to pour the turtles. And we're going to use the 10-minute cure. And I'm going to also try something a little different. If I can find it. I will be right back. Okay. I thought I was recording, y'all. But the good thing is I've done this many times before. So you know how to do it. I was using my pan pastels. And I was putting it in the mold. And I guess I could go ahead and do this too. Okay, let me go ahead and do that one too. So at least you can see me doing it once, I guess. I'll just set them over here. What do I do with my little thing I was just using? Oh, here's one. I think I'm going to use this one, and I'm not going to do it total coverage. And I'm going to pick this up. And I'm just going with the grain. Yes, and I am trying to get all the way to the edge. Okay, and then I'm going to take my brush and I'm just brushing out the excess. Okay. And I'm probably, oh, let's just go ahead and do this too. Let's use a little bit of gold in here too. Now let's use a little bit of this. We're just using a little bit of everything, right? Okay, and I am trying to get it up on the edge because where we don't have it, it'll be black. And I just want the black down in. So the same thing with the brown. I'm going up on the edges so that's not all black. And I will go in with a brush in the corners to grab those in just a minute. This is a real floppy mold. Nope, I don't want that. John and Ashley took Max to the movie theater, and they asked me if I wanted to go, and I said, I don't think so. I don't know who that person is you're talking about, but it doesn't sound like something that I would want to watch. And I think it's some kind of anime thing. I think it's cool that they watch them all together. Okay. I think we can put the pan pastels up, but I've got to get a little brush when it's stiff enough. To pick that up and go in the corners there. And I don't think I need to get any more. I think there's enough on here. And there is. We're having our deck painted next week. I don't know if I shared that with you. I'm excited about it. Get my deck all nice, and maybe the weather won't be so freezing cold. I can get on my deck and do a couple of videos out there before it gets too cold. I would love to close that in. But you're talking about a lot of money, and that's just not in the budget right now. Maybe one day. I think I would turn that into my craft studio if it was all closed in. All those windows everywhere. During the spring and the summer, I could open up the windows. During the winter, I could close them and put heat in there. Oh, a cozy little fireplace. Not a real one, of course, but like a... Oh, that would be so nice. We can all dream and make it pleasant. Yes, we can. Okay. Please, no one say anything about me doing this. This is pan pastel, and there is no way I'm going to leave this down here right before I pour. So you can fast forward if you would like. I've got to get it off of here. It was on the pan pastel sheet. And as you can see, it's already got in my mold. And it will really, really stain your piece. Pan pastels are very, very, very pigmented, and that's why I love them. But along with the pros, there's always cons, and this is one of them. Just very little, and you got a mess on your hands. Okay. Look at that. Ah, and they're inside the turtle mold. Good gracious. These were nice clean molds, and now they got black. Look at my hands. Yep, I'm having to do this. I'm having to clean this off, and you're probably wondering, what in the world are you doing this? I was thinking the other day, actually I think I woke up dreaming about this, which is weird. Do y'all ever dream about crafting? I can go years without dreaming at all, and then all of a sudden it seems like my mind just overtakes, and I do nothing but have weird dreams. I mean, just used to have this dream all the time. I was back in my high school, and it seemed so small, which it does once, you know, when you go back to high school after you've grown. It's not nearly as big as what it looked like. And I went to a big high school, and I can remember the first day. I remember it. And it was like, oh, it looked just gigantic. And it was like, I'm going to get so lost. And there's no way I'm going to be able to get to each of my classes on time without being late. And I was panicking, and it was like, oh no, doom and gloom. I mean, it was just like, and years later, and I may have shared the story already with you at some point, but years later, me and Mom went to a craft fair there in the high school. It just seemed so T90 to me. It was unreal. And this, see, this is the black. And if I don't get it off, you see what's happening? I've got to get it off, because if I do not, it will be getting on everything and going into my pieces. And I don't want that. So I'm going to take the time to do what I'm doing. And if you don't like watching me clean, I understand. I mean, you know, we're all different. Then there's a fast forward button. Feel free to use it. And I'm not saying that in an ugly way at all. Really, I'm not. But I have people on here that enjoy leaving hateful remarks about, I clean too much, or I talk too much, or I don't do this, or I do this, or everybody's got a comment. And if I worried about trying to please every person, I'd never get anything done, and I wouldn't be me. I'd lose myself. So I'm just, you know, I'm just not going to do that. I'm going to be me. The ones who enjoy it will stay, and the ones that don't won't. And it's as simple as that. Okay, good enough. It's not gonna float over on anything right now, so I'm okay with that, I think. As long as it's not gonna get on my stuff. And I think I got it off enough so where it won't. And let me explain this little turntable thing. Woke up dreaming about this, and I thought, oh, I wonder if it would work. Because I got this to do photograph with many, many years ago. There's a light on it right there. But I thought, what if I had this going and I was pouring 2 different colors while it was going? Would it make it different? Would it put different designs in it? Which you're not going to be able to see with this stuff. But you're going to be able to see it in something else I'm going to pour. Right now we're going to do this with 10-minute cure polyurethane. And I'm going to do all white. I know I have the black here. I should do this in black. I should do that. But I want that in brown. Now I think I'm just going to use the white. Keep it simple. And color it black. No, I'm not. That's stupid. Okay, no. We're going to do this. And I'm out of room. But I'm going to do it on here for right now. And then I'm going to take this off. It's not going to stay on here. I'm not going to have this thing going when I'm doing this, because it's not going to make a difference. The light's on there, though. Okay. I could put, ooh, maybe I should do, oh, okay, let's try this. Nope, I got another idea altogether. If I'm going to use black, then let's use some of the Let's Resin Chrome powder. And what I'm going to do so it doesn't get in there, I'm going to cover them that way. I'm going to put that over there. And we're going to do this. And I'm even going to turn that upside down. So it cannot get in to any of those. Now they're supposed to be oh, this is it. This is the color. I love it when things just flow. I think it's just a wonderful thing. And I'm looking. And yes, I'm taking this brush and I'm brushing it against my jeans. Jeans are a wonderful cleaner for brushes. I don't have any good clothes anymore. Pretty much all my clothing has got something on it. But I'm a crafter and I don't care. They're going to be all the same color. That's okay. And I should have my mask on. And I'm going to get it on. Because it's this right here. Because the mica does blow. And it's not good for you to breathe it in. And I just feel better being safer. And yes, I am pouncing to make sure that there is nothing stuck in here. But I also want to make sure that I got it all covered. And I think I do. So we'll go on to the next one. And this is a fairly thick makeup brush that I am using. And I am putting some pressure on it down in here. And I could do this. I'll show you. So you can see if you got everything. I don't see how that's a turtle myself. I don't think that is a turtle. That does not look like a turtle to me. Okay, well. They're all supposed to be turtles. You may be surprised. Look at that makeup powder just flying everywhere. I'm going to turn it inside out. It doesn't look like a turtle either. Where's the eyeballs and the head? This might be fun right here. I hope there's not anything wonky about these molds. Oh, goodness. I can remember when I first started buying on Temu, I ordered this turtle. My granddaughter was here at the time. No, they arrived a couple of days later. They were moving to Connecticut. And I pulled that mold out, and I thought, well, this looks odd. Well, I was reading on Facebook, and somebody was talking about they had ordered a turtle mold, that the head was not the head of a turtle. And I thought, oh my word, that's the same mold I got. I am so glad, y'all, that I never poured that, because I would have been so embarrassed. I could have seen me on YouTube pouring that and demolding it. Oh, that would have been a video that I would never have put up. I think YouTube would have dunged me for that. So now I worry about... I'm telling you, none of these look like turtles. So, I don't know. Okay, that will be black. That will be black. These will be black. And these will be white. I want that brown. I could do green, but now I really want it. I really want it brown. Okay. I think this is the brown, right? Nope, that's jet black. Okay. That's the brown. Okay, I'm taking the mask off. I'm going to get gloves on. And yes, I took the fake nails off. I had to take them off. Those Kiss and Press nails are great. They are. They don't feel heavy on your nails. They don't. They're so simple and they look nice. But I took mine off after having them on for almost 2 weeks, just to let my nails breathe a little bit. And I will be putting, I did polish my nails. I don't know if you can say I polished my nails. But I was grating cheese, and this one's so short because I was using the grater and I felt it and I grated my nail right off. And I'm out here getting gloves. Gloves. Now I'm curious. I'm going to look at my phone. I'm going to show you what those turtles are supposed to look like. Okay, let's see. I'm looking for Temu on my phone. Boop, 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 boop. I'm going to my orders. Okay. That's the Jesus one. Okay. Okay. That's that one. That's the Hobbit. Okay. There's the turtle one. There's not holes in arms or anything in this. I'm going to be amazed. That's what they're supposed to look like. We're fixing to find out. Okay. Yep, I put my mask back on because I'm fixing to get into the resin. I'm getting some glasses over here. Or some cups, I guess. Okay. We're going to start with the black. Oh, I hope it does not drip. Let me move this stuff in case it does drip. is A. And it is dripping. Let me get the I'm going to get another one A, so okay. So I've got two things of A. And I am cleaning it out enough to be able to push that back up in there. Okay. So we're going over there now. And we're going to pull that out. But I am going to be doing this in a big cup because it just goes everywhere. Oh, it does. It's just hard. Okay. And put that back on there. And see, that works great this way. It still drips. These pumps are not good. They are not. But you learn how to make what you got work. Okay, making sure that I got all the black off, and I do have. Okay. So we're going black. Since I know I'm not going to pour anymore. And I do clean up. See, I left that there. I do try to clean up as I go. Okay, and I'm going to pour this. Actually, I'm going to get a bigger cup. I hope this doesn't harden on me. Oh my gosh. And that's why you use the cup holders. Okay, we're starting all over again. We're just going to leave that there and hopes that it hardens. We're just going to leave it alone. We'll start all over again. No, I'm not even going to go that route. I should have poured it straight in this. It's too full and it doesn't pour really well. But I will do this to try to get some of that out of there. And it worked. Okay. I hope it was mixed up enough to get hard. If it will get hard, then the cleanup is going to be a breeze. If it does not get hard, it is going to be a mess. Okay. This just does not. Okay. I'm trying not to even think about the other right now. I know to leave it something up underneath it, and then I take a tip, and it works. Okay. And please don't leave a hateful comment about my workstation being messy or that I spilt something. I mean, if you've gone your whole entire life without spilling something while you're crafting, kudos. I think it's awesome. But I can tell you that that's not me. And this won't be the last time I spill something. Okay. I'm really hoping that black is going to get, I feel like it's not going to get hard because I didn't stir it enough. Oh, crap. Oh, these are going to be hard to pour. Okay, I'm going to try something with this because it's getting awfully hot. And I don't want to waste any more resin. No, it's already gotten hard. Oh, pooh hiss. I could feel it. Okay, I'm going to clean this up and then I will be back. Okay, well that was sort of a chore, but it did harden. But it was still a mess. It definitely was a mess. But I'm back. I got it all cleaned up. I'm going to go ahead and pour this and then we'll demold those. I did add some of the brown Alumilite pigment in there. I'm going to add it to the B. And I'm going to mix it up really good before I add the A. And yes, this is a little cup, but because I have big areas to pour first, I'm okay with keeping it in that cup. When you've got small little areas, you don't want to have a full cup like this because it is so hard to pour. And boy, that is brown. Okay, I love those colors. Alumilite has great resin, and they also have great pigment colors. I'm going to be pouring the pumpkin first. And I have to pour more of this. It's taking more resin than I thought it would. Yep, I'm out of resin. Okay, that's okay. We can do this. We're only going to do like half though, because I don't need as much. I'm going to put them over here so I can see. I need just one more squeeze of this, I think. Yep, that's good. That is not going to be as dark. Oh, come on. There we go. I am going to wait until I feel it getting warm because I want to make sure that I didn't throw it off by adding. Oh my. Oh, I got resin all over my shirt. Okay, I gotta make sure that's not gonna touch my arm. But I'll tell you what. Okay. Yep, I got it all over. I gotta make sure I did not get it on my skin. It doesn't look like I did, which is good. I am going to take these gloves off and put new gloves on. Okay, well, this has definitely been a challenging day. Can I say that? A challenging day. Well, the day hasn't been. Just tonight. Okay. Having to get more. Okay. I'm going to go get me some hand sanitizer real quick. Okay, and I'm going to wipe it off my hands. Don't ever put rubbing alcohol on your hands. Please don't do that. And I've actually put a paper towel up underneath where alrighty, I had to change my gloves. We're going to go ahead and demold this one just so we can see what it looks like. Oh, just both together, I guess. I really like that mold. And then you can do another one and it will fit over here, and you could keep. That would be really cool on certain items. I really like that. And this is really cool too. That is one mold right there. Okay, these letter mold, I don't expect any of these to come out. Oh, that looks pretty cool. I'm not going to take the time to clean the over pour off, but it gives you some kind of idea on the letters. And I really like the letters. Now I'm going to have to figure out a better way of pouring it, because they are not easy to pour. But I do really like the letters. And like I said, you can make a bunch of them. And you could do it in white and black, depending on, because you can always paint over these. You can just skim over a little bit. You could use homemade wax that I showed you how to do on them, or you could use the rub and buff, or you could use chalk paint or acrylic paint. You could do dry brush, or you could just paint them totally. Boy, that 6 is really over poured in fat, but it gives you some kind of idea, you know, when they're poured right. That's the way they look when they're poured right. And the 1 is good too. These are really over poured badly. The 0 is poured good, and the exclamation mark, look, you got your little dot. And that's an IOD mold right there. That's this mold. Okay, now these are Temu molds. They're supposed to look like turtles. Let's see if they look like turtles. They're going to come out really good. Oh, there's no faces. Oh, you have... Oh. Blank faces, y'all. There is nothing on... Okay. That's not quite the way they showed them, but... Yep, they're all blank faces. Oh, that's weird. No face turtle. No, I mean nothing on there. Wow. I do like the fact the overpour just sort of peels right off. No faces. That's just so weird. No face turtles. I guess you can paint your own faces on, but I would much rather have at least indents or something. I don't know. Well, that's what that is. Okay. Is this ready to come out? I think we can get these out. Oh, those turned out nice. A little bit darker than I thought. But oh, they're still nice. Those look straight up like fall leaves. Okay. This mold is nice. And I'd have to go in here and pull, you know, clean up some. But, oh yeah, that's nice. Let's see what this pumpkin looks like. Oh yeah, that turned out good too. Alrighty. That is all I'm going to do tonight because I need to get this shirt off. I've got resin all over it and I want to make sure that it's not, at least it shows you, I poured a couple of molds. I poured 2 IOD and I poured 2 Temu, I want to call it Temu now. Temu molds. Let me know if you've seen these without the faces. I mean, I could draw eyeballs. I could. But that looks goofy, okay? That's another one. That just does not look right. Oh, okay, gracious. Alrighty, well, they have faces on there now. Oh. Wait a minute, let me see if I can put a highlight. See if I can get it to come down. Okay. Up. Okay. Well, I am going to end the video now. I'm going to say thank you for each and every one of you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to ask you to hit the thumbs up, like button for me, as always. And the hype button if you can do that. Some people can't do that. I don't know why. And if you haven't subscribed, I would love for you to do that too. And we have a Facebook group. We'd love to see you over there too. The link for that is in the description under more. Let me know if you've seen those, or if you have them maybe, and what you did with the no face. Did you just draw them in like I did, or did you put stickers on there, or what did you do? And the next video, we'll do some of the newer, bigger molds, and we'll do them with mixed mold. I've got something happening on my wrist right here. I don't know if I got bit. I don't know if it's irritation from the glove. I don't know. But I don't play around with that. So I'm gonna check. It looks like a little bite there, though. There could have been a little spider getting up underneath it or whatever. I mean, who knows? But be sure to leave a comment and let me know. And thank you again for watching. And I hope y'all have a wonderful night. And hopefully I'll see you tomorrow, which will be Saturday. Alrighty. Thank you again so much. Bye-bye.